The Spud Goodman Show.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, one and all, to what some people feel is the single most exciting show on TV today. Okay, maybe nobody cares how Spud Goodman feels. I understand this. No need to explain. Well, maybe I should just get on with it and tell you who's on tonight, huh? From that hit series on CBS, and yes, there are a couple, Chicago Hope's Adam Arkin hangs out with our esteemed host. Later, Spud visits with a really creepy lady who claims to be the daughter of Satan. Musically, we are blessed with the presence of the great John Wesley Harding. What a show! Right now, let's check in on Spud's father, Sparky, and see what he's up to.
Are you sure this is what I'm supposed to be saying, Sparky?
Just read the cue cards and it'll work like a charm. I'll slip this in as a commercial and the kid will never know about it, Snookums.
Don't call me Snookums.
Oh, right. Come on, let's make some magic here. Roll tape, slate it, speed, action.
My name is Amber. Would you like to see more of me? Well, would you? Well, if you would, please write to Spud Goodman and tell him his show needs more of a female presence. And, I mean, who wants to sit around and watch an asexual, balding geek for a half hour? So, are you going to help me out here? If you would like to see more of me, just write to the address right there on your screen. So, I'll see you soon. Toodaloo!
Cut and print. God, I can see the awards coming our way on this one, Sweet Cheeks.
Don't call me Sweet Cheeks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This had better work, because I already told all my clients to watch me on the show.
I tell you, the network is going to be buried in fan mail.
Sparky, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Just what exactly does a co-host do?
Speaking with Adam Arkin at the Seattle Fringe Theater Festival, which for viewers outside the Northwest, I suppose would be termed the annual anti-My Fair Lady Oklahoma Fantastics Walk on the Wild Side kind of thing. Is theater a big part of your life?
Not as big as it used to be, because I'm stuck doing a television show at the moment, but it has been, and I hope it will be again.
It must be cool to have a father who's a legend in the acting business. Me? My old man's claim to fame is he's a halfway decent video poker player. Not exactly in the same ballpark. Do you and your fellow cast members of Chicago Hope ever feel the pressure to win one for the Gipper, so to speak, to draw Mondo ratings so you can give David Letterman a decent lead-in, you know, a decent-sized audience? Do you ever feel that pressure?
You know, it never occurred to me until right now, but now that you brought it up, I think I'll live with that pressure for the rest of my days on this show.
You got broad shoulders. I think you could deal with it. You know, because to me it seems like the playing field's a little unlevel, so to speak.
Actually, that was my whole reason for doing a series. Okay. You know, I was avoiding series television in general, but then I saw the weak lineup that CBS had in general in front of David Letterman, and I said, damn it, somebody's got to jump in there and pave the way for Dave.
You see, I heard you were a team player, and we have it here on tape. There you go. All right. Now, take a look at the hour drama series that are now on TV at this point. It seems to help if you're either a cop, a lawyer, or a doctor. Is that correct? I mean, how
it's just like real life.
Why no shows about like beekeepers or crossing guards or postal workers? I mean, they have struggles too.
It's true. Well, in the case of beekeepers, it's really more, it's a technical thing.
Yeah.
The lenses that you'd have to rent from Panavision in order to really film the drama there are so expensive that they go for the cheaper medical dramas.
I wonder where the state of TV medicine would be today if Hillary's health care reform would have passed Congress. Guys playing doctors on these shows would probably be driving Temples and Cavaliers like the rest of us. Let's deal with the medical theme. I like that a lot. Now, since your show and the dreaded ER are both hospital shows, and you're both huge hits, do the writers of each show, like, ever get caught up in, like, an escalating war of bigger, more elaborate surgical operations?
Probably, yeah. There's a little bit of that, I'm sure, going on.
Do they have to dig deep for the rarest of rare diseases, do you think?
Well, because Chicago Hope is I'm going to be earnest now for 1 second. Because Chicago Hope is a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art technical hospital, I think they do look for the newest research and the newest data available on what's going on in terms of surgical technique.
I wonder how much medical research this guy's actually done to get this role. Maybe if I all of a sudden flopped around on the floor pretending to have some exotic ailment, we could find out if he knew his stuff. Chicago Hope, real hospital, good food. I mean, what's the scoop with this?
Food is excellent, but it's a fake hospital.
You're kidding.
No, there's no real Chicago Hope.
All right.
If you get sick, don't go there.
Okay. All right, how do you unwind after 12, 14 hours on the set each day? I myself play a little Yahtzee. What do you do?
I actually, after doing fake brain surgery all day, when I'm on a break, I like to do real brain surgery.
All right. Okay, super. Now, I know you got to get back out there, but before I let you go, number one, I want to apologize for my mom pinching your butt when you were walking by. There's nothing I can do about her. She's on her own.
It actually was one of the highlights of my day.
Okay, all right. Your most memorable moment to this point as a human?
The moment my daughter was born.
That's a very special moment.
Without question. She was a C-section baby, lifted out of her mother, and mine were the first eyes she saw, and I was the first person to see hers, and it was kind of an amazing moment. I'll never forget it.
All right, super, very much.
And I was in a hospital, so there's our theme.
But a real hospital.
Yeah.
I'm his mother. It's a lot closer than an uncle.
True, but an uncle is a special thing. A kid needs an uncle to talk about stuff he can't with his father.
The only thing Spud could talk about with his father is whether we should hold on a 17 or take a hit.
I can remember when Spud was little and couldn't figure out how to operate the remote control. Jerry and I walked him through it. It was a touching moment.
I really think that as his mother, I'm the one who should get to go. After all, I'm the one who almost died giving birth to him.
But Jerry here was the one to have that talk with Spud in junior high. He gave a very comprehensive presentation on human sexuality. Where was his mother then?
A mother doesn't do that kind of talk. If his father wasn't always at the track gambling away his son's college fund, it would have been taken care of. And don't you dare tell him about this trip.
These kinds of opportunities don't come by every day. Jerry's adamant we go with Spud. Jerry's never been to Orlando.
An event of this magnitude is out of your league. We are talking World Karaoke Championship here. I can bring expert commentary with Spud. After all, I have a world-class voice. The greatest love of all is happening to me.
I'm sorry, but the offer is round-trip tickets for Spud and a guest. What's it going to look like if he brings his mother?
Oh, and Spud escorting a disturbed man with his dummy is really going to impress the crowd. Besides, there are only 2 plane tickets. What are you going to do with your little buddy?
Jerry here has magnanimously agreed to travel in a garment bag just this one time. He's really looking forward to checking out Disney World.
Why don't we let Spud decide this? It's only fair, I guess.
No way. You know he'd take some model type over us in a second. We need to rig this thing.
What? Now listen, I don't even want to talk about this karaoke thing. Everybody's on my back. I mean, even my mailman wants to come with me.
Your mailman looks a little psychotic to me. Does he carry a concealed weapon?
Mother, it's going to be a camera person and myself, and that is it, all right? Right now, I got to get out to the set.
What a selfish little bastard.
This is the Spud Goodman Show. What do you think? That's just one of 14 songs I recorded in the studio last week. My very own album.
Who the hell would buy an album of all accordion music?
Hey, my mom feels there's a lot of people out there who happen to love accordion music. And I'm going to shop it around at some major labels and see what happens. My big dream is to sign a contract with KTL Records.
Jerry would like to offer a little constructive criticism.
Oh, yeah?
I'd rather have my skull crushed between Rush Limbaugh's butt cheeks than listen to one more note of that evil instrument.
An entire album of accordion music? Now that's scarier than one of Bryant Gumbel's tantrums. Let us now enjoy some real music from a highly talented Englishman. Here's John Wesley Harding.
The king puts on his raiment and surveys the royal scene and tries to put his finger on the source of all his ennui. When something goes, it's gone, you know, starts at the top, spreads down. Just check out the faded bodywork beneath his rusted crown. They're waiting for impeachment, but they can't see the day. The queen can't give him any heirs, and the word is he's to blame. So he beheads her just for fun, and now he's quoting Nietzsche. Well, you'd think that he would have known she was his one redeeming feature. But the king isn't dead. The king's dead boring. That's the song that the millions sing. You name it, he's lost it. Well, he lacks everything. The king's dead boring. Used to be a Don Juan, now he's just the royal slut. And he's knocking up the servant girls, and he's waking up half-cut. He gets a chance to win us back, but he gives us some old spiel. Well, always sees the ghost of his former sex appeal. Because the king isn't dead, the king's dead boring. That's the song that the millions sing. You name it, he's lost it, well, he lacks everything. The king's dead boring. They used to sing, long live the king, he was the man with everything. Well, now they shout, get that doll busted out. Get that doll busted out. Well, get him out now. Used to be so gonna-be, so out of all our leagues, but now it's all that he can do to zip up his fatigues. If only he could make excuses, engage with us somehow, but effort is so out of place and failure's not allowed. You know the king isn't dead, the king's dead boring. That's the song that the millions sing. You name it, he's lost it, well, he lacks everything. No, the king isn't dead, dead boring. That's the song that the millions sing. You name it, he's lost it. Well, he lacks everything. Well, he lacks everything. Well, the king's dead boring.
This is the Spud Goodman Show.
Never heard of it.
Don't get so excited. This is only a suggestion.
Some suggestion?
Look, the people at the network have done a lot of research on this, so they feel it's worth discussing. They're talking about doubling your ratings at minimum, maybe tripling them. These people know what the viewers want.
Do you realize what they're asking me to do here?
Just keep an open mind about it. You don't have to make any final decisions today. The network wants your answer by the end of the month. This could do wonders for your career.
This is really creepy. I mean, I don't think even Orwell thought Big Brother would stoop to this. I am speechless.
It's a thing of the future. In a couple of seasons, everybody on TV will be doing it.
But to morph me into some Fabio, Arnold, Denzel Washington clone? That's sick. I mean, the public wants a real live human, not some synthetic creation from the hard drive of a computer.
Well, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than plastic surgery. Do you know how much it would cost to make you presentable? The networks want a hunk. I mean, look what George Clooney did for ER.
Well, what'll I do when I go out on personal appearances? Wear some lame Michael Jackson surgical mask? The people are gonna know something's phony.
You let us worry about that. So what do you say? I'll get our people on it immediately. Our next show, you'll make Jason Priestley look like dog meat.
No, no, no. I will not be morphed into some lame sex object. End of discussion.
I'm told we're now going to run a segment Spud did last week with a lady who claims to be the daughter of Satan. I myself am sick of these people who come crawling out of the woodwork claiming to be the long-lost love child of some rich and famous celebrity. Kind of makes you yearn for the days of the disgruntled nuclear offspring of Bing Crosby or Joan Crawford, you know? Roll the damn segment.
Right now I'm speaking with Melinda Dixon. I gotta tell you, I appreciate you agreeing to do this because most people said, no way, it'd never happen.
Well, the way I look at it, once that article came out about me in the Weekly World News, I might as well get it out in the open.
Okay, for the viewers who didn't catch the article, you claim to be the actual daughter of Satan?
Yes.
That's kind of a heavy gig, isn't it? I mean, being the daughter of George Steinbrenner or Donald Trump would be tough enough to deal with.
I realize it makes some uncomfortable when my family background is discussed. It was quite a shock to me when I found out, let me tell you.
Well, to be real honest with you, the devil and stuff like that really gives me the creeps. But, you know, I guess you've probably heard that before.
Hey, I'm just coming to grips with the fact that I'm the daughter of the Prince of Darkness myself. I was adopted, you know? I just found out about this 2 months ago.
Forget about the voice here that sounds so creepy. This lady could sure use a few Altoids. Whew. You know, people on all these TV talk shows are always discussing their dysfunctional families, making outrageous claims, but nothing as evil as this.
Well, it's not exactly like I'm proud of this. We don't choose our families, you know.
Well, do you have any proof to back this up?
You may not believe this, but...
Well, probably not.
But I just found out about it when I was shopping at the mall. I was just leaving Orange Julius when it hit me.
What hit you?
It was kind of gross. A thin green shower of slime was dumped on me, kind of like that movie Carrie.
Oh yeah, I really like that movie.
I tell you, the people around me at Penny's sure seemed grossed out. It must have been kind of slippery. A bunch of them fell on their butts.
I know everyone says evil people suck. I mean, they got a really bad rap, but this lady's sort of nice. Definitely not as annoying as Robin Leach or Montel Williams. Hey, can I ask you a personal question? Are you like a devil worshiper or a Satanist?
Me? No way. First of all, the clothes those people wear, the look is very tacky, very gross. My father obviously has no sense of taste. Black does nothing for my skin tone.
Well, if you think the clothes are embarrassing, you should check out the music. I mean, it's horrendous. I mean, Satan would have a lot more followers if the bands who worshipped him maybe added an occasional keyboard or did an unplugged session, because the music is so predictably lame.
I'm aware of this, but anyway, the reason I'm coming forward and submitting to all these interviews is to reassure the world that people can change. Even Lucifer. Now that we've established the foundation of a relationship, I really think he's ready to make some changes.
Are you serious?
Look, the man is not thrilled to be known as the source of all evil. Daddy's not a bad guy, really. People just have to give him another chance.
Do you actually expect this makeover thing to work?
Well, you never know. Maybe in a couple of years, when people say the devil made me do it, it may be for something other than a venal sin.
Well, I guess if they could turn around the image of like a Sharon Stone or a Barry Bonds, anything's possible. Well, this has been kind of interesting, I gotta admit it. Thank you very much for your time. This is Spud Goodman.
Oh, by the way, my father hates your show. This is the Spud Goodman show, right?
Yes.
He thinks you should get a hairpiece. He just wanted me to pass that on to you.
Well, tell Pops, or Beelzebub, or whatever the hell you call him, thanks for the tip.
This is the Spud Goodman Show. This is the Spud Goodman Show. This is the Spud Goodman Show.
You must be crazy. Just crazy.
I may not be a TV professional, but I tell you, this angst-filled thing is so yesterday, Spud.
I know. I was talking to Eddie Vedder the other day, and we both agreed this downer grunge thing is pretty much over.
I sent Eddie a fan letter offering my services. I think I could help him see the sunny side of life.
Maybe. But I don't know if the world's ready for a happy-go-lucky Eddie Vedder. It'd be like Ivana Trump in cutoffs or Newt Gingrich with a mohawk. Change is very tough for the public to accept.
My take on this is the public has their own problems. They don't want to hear about any millionaire rock singer moaning about his problems.
But it's a bummer not to be able to go to the mall anytime you want. What if you're in the mood for a cheese ball at Hickory Farms or a tall, cool one in Orange Julius?
The price of fame is high, but the rewards are pretty satisfying. Can you or I buy 47 pepperoni pizzas and not worry about the bill?
Yeah, you got a point there. There is an upside to this idle thing. If I was a spokesperson for my generation, I suppose I could get used to going to the mall at off-peak hours.
But the next time you see Eddie, could you get him to autograph my Barbie? Have him sign her forehead or something.
I can try, but it's not exactly like I'm his best friend or something. The only way I met him was the little kid next door is his paper boy, and I go with him when he collects.
Just get the autograph, okay?
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Say, I sure hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Well, if you didn't exactly care for it and you're feeling a bit let down now, maybe I should remind you that at least it was free. You didn't have to rewind anything, return it before 9 p.m., or get stuck with a late charge, for God's sake. I realize Spud Goodman's show is no showgirls. We are but a simple vehicle of entertainment. So back off, okay? But I'll see you next week. Be all you can be. Ciao!